What's going on, yo? What's going on? Test, test, test. Let me know how we sound. Let me know how we sounded. GJ went crazy last night as well. It went crazy all day yesterday, and it continued to push not just London session, but New York session as well as Tokyo session. We're gonna break that down in a little bit. Just going for some more people hop in here. As y'all saw, y'all watched the Sunday chart analysis. You haven't checked the Sunday chart analysis out yet. Make sure to check that out, even though it is Wednesday. A lot of stuff has started to already go as projected, hit most of the price points. But like I always talk about, the Sunday chart analysis isn't just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it's what we see price doing throughout the entire week. Now, the gold and the USD pairs haven't moved at all this week, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens today as well as Thursday and Friday. But we're going to talk about London session first because that's what we're in right now. We got a whole bunch of news popping off London session. We got in about 12 minutes or so, Euro news popping up at 3:15. Then 15 minutes after that, we got another Euro news event. Then we got some orange folder at 4 a.m. Then 4:30, we got GBP news. So not really going to be taking any subs right now. I'm going to let the news do its thing. I'm going to get my projections. We're going to observe, talk about some stuff, answer y'all's questions, all that good stuff. And then at the beginning of New York session, we got Canadian and USD news at 9:45. Then we got orange folder at 10 o'clock for USD, and 10:30 we got another Canadian news event. We got a bunch of news popping up, which is not necessarily a bad thing because the currency pairs have done some huge moves literally since Sunday night going into Monday. We had huge higher highs get made or huge lower lows depending on the direction they're going. So we're either going to see price continue to shoot through these next levels of traffic, or what I'd actually like to see is a retracement so we can catch some more big moves, right? Because again, we look at Monday off the rip, price did this huge move. After again Thursday and Friday last week, we had some retracements going on and some volume, and then again, higher low, higher high, right? So we're about to see what this news does. And like always, you know what I'm saying, we're chewing, patiently waiting. What's going on, JD? How you doing, my man? Those that was in the live stream with us yesterday, y'all could have hopped in this GJ setup with us. We entered it and broke it down during yesterday's live stream. Did a huge push. And then members, of course, if y'all watched the New York price watches, we talked about the next price point. It didn't really hit that yet. When the markets closed, but when the markets reopened, did a retracement, and as we'll see, it did another huge drop to the downside. Like I said, all this week we had huge pushes going down and huge pushes going up, depending on the trend and direction. Now we're just going to see if the USD pairs. Why is this GJ? That's interesting. Now we're going to see the USD pairs can do something for us. Now, I was looking at NAS100, and NAS100 did do something interesting last night, or I should say when the markets closed. It did a gap and push price down. Now, again, if we retrace our steps, y'all was in the live with us on Monday, y'all know that price failed to break this support level and it rejected, right? And then yesterday, again, low volume, nothing really happened yesterday. So now we're about to see if price can break the support level. And if it can do that, we can see the downtrend continue and the next lower low get made. So that'd be nice. Or we're going to see a retracement. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens during the news today. Again, we got Euro news popping off in a little bit. About to see how this plays out. And members, you're going to also see as well, because again, we go live at least twice a week during the New York news. You're going to see, like we talk about all the time, just like that EM trade we took, like, what was it, a week or two ago? It doesn't matter what session. All right, you got to understand how news works. If news works, there's the same handful of news of possibilities every single session, every single week. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all have some earphones in. Now, if you don't understand how news days work, how to trade news, I do got a playlist going over that. Also, those that have the course, I got a section going over multiple steps, how to go about trading news as well. And then, of course, if you're a member in either channel, the course channel, Advanced Play Signal Room, make sure to go into the videos, right? Go into the videos. There's over, well, depending on if you're Advanced Play Signal, there's Advanced Play Signal, there's over 700 videos. Again, we drop the New York price watches every day at the beginning of New York. And then also you have access to all the past news lives where we went live during the news, watched the news, broke things down, broke the trades down during the week. We took, answered questions. So make sure to watch all the 20+ minute videos. Those are during the news events. You can literally watch our projections, and then you can see how price reacted during the news and all that good stuff. So make sure to watch those. We went live twice last week. Make sure to check those out as well. Yeah, we're about to see what this news does. We're about to see what this news does. Again, I'm not against retracements because, again, they've done some huge moves, not even just today, but all week. So anticipate some retracements. We're about to wait and see. And by retracement, I'm talking about like with GJ, the New Zealanders, and UV players. As far as GU, gold, and NAS, let's see if we can break these next levels. That's what we're watching and looking for. Because, again, when we look at gold, we go to Monday. Gold broke this low, failed to really hold. We trace back up. Tried again yesterday, failed to hold. We trace back on the hour, back up at this resistance level. So we're going to see if it's going to break back above this level, which it does, and we can see possible buys come back. Like it was catching these buys all the way up. And then NAS can break this level here. We're going to be looking for sales. We're not going to really look at NAS right now or gold. We're just going to be watching the currency pairs right now. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up, and then we got about 5 minutes till the news pops off. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we get any charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to like the live as y'all hop up in here. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Make sure you hit that first link in the description for free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit those first links in the description. Check it out for yourselves. Also, make sure to check out the Sunday chart analysis. The charts have been going crazy so far this week. A lot of stuff literally started going as projected like 15 minutes to an hour after I posted the video on Sunday. So make sure to check that out. Got a nice move on GJ yesterday. I personally took 2 positions on it. I broke down both of these in yesterday's live, and then the second position I broke down with the members in the New York price watch list. But we also entered this during the London session live yesterday as well. So those that was in London session live, we was literally staring at GJ for 80% of the live stream. So if y'all hopped in that with us, congratulations. If not, make sure to listen to this live stream, because again, all the trades we take every single day, every single week, if we don't enter it during the London session live, we're breaking it down as well as looking and waiting for the confirmations during the London session live. We got about a minute. We're about to see what this news is talking about. We got 2-euro news popping off back to back for the next 30 minutes. And then at 4:30, we got GBP news. So we're going to be looking for continued buys on EN because we're still in an uptrend. So we're going to be looking for buys in a few places. All right, so right now, the main place we're watching right now is these 2 levels. So if it can retrace and continue to hold 82.70 as support, we can look for buys going back up to this resistance level at 82.30. Or if it can break and hold 82.30 as support, we can look for continued buys going to 83.80 and possibly 84.32. Now, we do have a strong level of traffic here as well. So if it rejects these lows, we could also possibly see a retrace back down to here. The reason why I'm also anticipating a retracement back down to possibly 82.15 is 1, because we just broke through this level of traffic, and 2, we did just a huge push to the upside. So retracements are due. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, but you always got to anticipate all possibilities, all right? Because again, trading is about looking for high quality, high probability setups. So again, you got to understand all the possibilities. You also got to understand the overall bias and direction price is going, and what's the next most probable moves price is going to be making. And again, you're able to understand and realize this stuff the more you're on the charts. You have to spend time on the charts, especially when you're brand new to trading. The more you're on the charts, the more of these quote unquote coincidences you'll find. And the more time you're on the charts, the more you realize these aren't really coincidences. It's just behaviors, the algorithm, and the rules to the markets. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Make sure to check out the content on there as well as YouTube. Y'all know how YouTube works. Go ahead and explore the videos, read the titles, look at the playlist. Everything is up to date. And I got a new video dropping for y'all later on today as well at the beginning of the New York session. So be on the lookout for that as well. We're almost at 2,600 subscribers. We can get to that easily. If you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing. Go ahead and hit that sub. So ain't nobody doing it like us over here. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. We'll give you a charge. Drop them in the chat. Make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free signal, free Telegram. We've been killing it all year, really, but we're just going to talk about what we've been doing recently. So far this week, we're 1-1. We caught a nice 115 pip move on GJ. As far as risk reward, it was a nice 1-4. I took a second position, it was a nice 1, almost 1.5. So 1-4 means you basically made 4 times whatever you was risking. So if I was risking $100, I made $400. So I was risking $1,000, I made $4,000 off that one trade alone, off that one day alone. As far as how we ended last week, we went 4-2 last week. Then the week before that, we went 6-0, and then the first week of July, or the first few days of July, we went 3-0. So we've been killing it this month. Again, everything is dated, everything is timed, documented. Can't make none of this stuff up. And at the beginning of every week, just like this week, we dropped the Sunday chart analysis. Again, the Sunday chart analysis doesn't just go over what I see price doing Sunday night going into Monday. It goes over what I see price doing throughout the entire week. If you check out this week's Sunday chart analysis, you'll see that literally a lot of stuff has been going as projected since I dropped it. Now, as far as how we did last month, we ended June 13-3, giving us an 81% win rate. You can see this by scrolling to July 1st. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of June. Again, you can see all the wins and losses. You see student results, testimonials. Also, if you go to photos, there's over 1,000 photos of receipts on receipts on receipts. You can literally go to last year, 2 years ago, and you'll see that nothing's changed besides the date and the year. You can see screenshots of entries. You can see screenshots of signals, the reactions, CVs getting hit. You can also see some student results, testimonials, all that good stuff. So make sure to explore the channel and check all this stuff out. Again, right now, we're just waiting for the news to finish up, and price did a huge move last night. So we're just waiting for volume to kick back in / retracements. So that's why we're just chilling now. We're waiting for a retest right here. We're waiting for price to break our next level. We're also watching a few other charts, but this is the one that's closest to a possible entry point, which is why we're just keeping it on this screen. Also looking at GU and GJ for possible sell setups, as well as GA for another possible buy setup. We've been catching buys since literally the reversal started at the beginning of this month. Same thing with EN. We've been killing the markets this month. Minutes to the next 15. Again, we got a news event popping off right now. And then we got another news event at 3:30 popping off. And at 4:30, we got GBP news popping off. And then at the beginning of New York, 9:45, we got Canadian USD news. And at 10:30, we got another Canadian news event. All right, 3:30 news popping off. Let us see. We're going to see some action. Shout out to everybody in the live right now. Really waiting for these levels to get hit. It's just the patience. No point rushing. Control the markets. We're seeing gaps. We're seeing a lot of gaps. This is on a 15 is a gap. It's interesting. All right, so now we're about to see if we can hold this level of support or if it's going to push back down to this level. Again, watch how it reacts to these levels. Just like our DJ reacted to this level here, this is exactly how we trade off these levels and base our confirmations off these levels. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. Moving any charts, drop in the chat. price is like stuck right now. New 5 minute just started though, so we're about to see if it's gonna move from the spot. We can literally see how I just took a nap here. We got GA retracing as well, so we're going to be looking for buys here also. If it can continue to hold 95.15 as support, we're going to look for buys going back up to 95.55 and possibly 95.95. Again, we've been catching buys literally this entire month. We caught the beginning of the reversal down here, and we've been catching buys since. Same thing with Ian. We caught buys at the beginning of the reversal. Now, you don't understand how reversals work or how to identify the trend, make sure to check out my day trading tips playlist. All right, because again, we trade, make decisions based off the charts. And there's a lot of us out there, including me when I first started. I would skip this step, try to find shortcuts, cheat code. But once you just rip the band-aid off and learn and understand how the charts work, it makes life so much easier for y'all. Oops, my bad, y'all. That was still on this right here. Yeah, I swear my screen ain't frozen. Price is just taking a nap right now. Just hilarious. Right now, the smaller time frame is currently being treated as resistance, as we can see right here. Got about 2 minutes to the 15 closes, and we got a new 15 popping up. Again, we got GBP news after this as well, so we got a lot of news popping off. Got a lot of news popping up today. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We'll get any charts, drop in the chat. We'll be just chilling, patiently waiting right now. Got a new video dropping for you at the beginning of New York session. Make sure to have y'all's noties on so y'all don't miss out. Drop the Bitcoin update video for y'all on Monday. If y'all been watching those, I dropped them at the beginning of every week, giving my weekly projection. I go over where I see price going, where I'd recommend entering, exiting at if you have positions, all that good stuff. And for the past couple of weeks, well, the past few months, really, it's been going crazy and going as projected. So if you have not watched that yet, make sure to check that out because there are still a few more places you can look for positions before we come back to the all-time highs and possibly reattempt to try to break that. Okay, now I'm unmuted. So I was just talking to myself for a little bit. But basically, what I was saying was EN is rejecting this level. So we're either going to wait for it to try to push back up and hold this support, or we're just going to watch to see how it reacts to the next level below or above it. It's that simple. You go, you figure out the direction you see price going overall, then you wait for those confirmations. When you wait for those confirmations, you can avoid taking unnecessary losses. And you can also, again, when you wait for this confirmation, you're waiting for price to show you that it is or is not doing that move you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? Because again, sometimes price is just not ready to move or it's just a lack of volume, right? And again, it doesn't mean that just because price is rejecting this level now, that it won't come back up later. Perfect example is a trade we took last week, right? We took this EN trade last week, and I could pull this trade up. What date was this? So I can get the right dates. This was, as y'all can see, July 16th. So we're going to pull up July 16th. Give me 1 second. These are old trades, by the way, so nobody take these setups. I'm just scrolling to July 16th. These are old trades. Nobody take these setups. All right, so we go to July 16th. You can see July 16th, 4:31 a.m. We did indeed, in fact, take this EN buy. Now the stop loss was 76.95, so we can clearly see again 4:30. Price was pushing up, failed to break this resistance level, rejected his stop loss. Then, beginning New York session, price broke back above this level and did the move we was looking for. So this doesn't necessarily mean that the idea we was looking for was wrong, or we should have went for sales instead of buys. It was just simply like we talked about at the time. There was a lack of volume. Price wasn't ready to do the move yet. Right? Similar situation with today, not yesterday, Monday. We took actually this happened a couple times, right? We was catching this nice drop here. Went for we missed this setup here, waited for the retracement. Price didn't hold this level. So once price broke back below, we entered. We barely missed TP1. Again, you can see all the wicks, low volume. Price retraced, and then really Sunday night going into Monday, it did the move we was looking for on Thursday, Friday. Then we took a sell here. Again, you can see the consolidation, low volume. You can see clear volume here, low volume there. If you don't understand how volume works, I think I dropped this in the chat. Make sure to check this video out. Make sure to check this video out. And then literally the next day, not even the next day, later on that night, did the move I was looking for. Re-enter that, made my money back. And then going into London session, again, you see consolidation, price struggling to break this level. Once volume kicked in, we entered this sell, did a nice drop. You see again when it came to this level. So I think y'all can kind of understand now, if y'all haven't already, why we enter and exit off these levels. Because again, when you see how price reacts to these levels, you clearly see how time and time again it reacts, treating them as support or resistance levels. You also see how time and time again price will consolidate and rest on these levels, right? So yeah, we got GP news popping off in about 30 minutes. And then we got news popping off in New York during the beginning of New York session. All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the live. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal, free Telegram. Members, we're not going to be going live during today's New York news event. We're going to be going live during tomorrow and Friday's 8:30 news. So make sure to be on the lookout for that link. Again, we got 4:30 news for GBP popping off in about 30 minutes. Then at 9:45, we got Canadian USD news. And then 10:30, we got Canadian news as well. We're still going to be on the charts, but as we can see, volume's kind of low on most charts. And we got some other charts. We see some volume starting to pick up. So we're about to see how the next 30 minutes, an hour goes. See if we can find some setups and things like that. And yeah, like I said, I got a video dropping for you at the beginning of New York session. Be on the lookout for that. And we're going to be back at it same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST.